So a new generation of movie and TV fans will have an opportunity to hear the history of the great Rock Hudson, probably the most famous actor of his generation, a number one box office star, but also one of the most closeted actors of all time. Now, we're not here to talk about his sexuality. What we're here to talk about is how he got his start in movies, a very unique path, because coming from a broken home and a very strange familial situation really, I think, impacted not his sexuality, but his acting style, because he always seemed to be a person with a chip on his shoulder. You look at Giant and some other movies. Now, Rock Hudson, born in Winnetka, Illinois, November 17, 1925. He became one of the most popular movie stars of his time because of his good looks, rugged guy, 6'5", 225, athletic, intelligent, great poise. A prominent heartthrob in the golden age of Hollywood, he achieved stardom with his role in Magnificent Obsession in 1954, followed by All That Heaven Allows in 55, and Giant in 56, for which he received a nomination for an Academy Award for Best Actor. Hudson also found continuing success with a string of romantic comedies co-starring Doris Day, including Pillow Talk, Lover Come Back, and Send Me No Flowers. During the late 60s, his films included the underrated Seconds, Tobruk, and Ice Station Zebra. Unhappy with the film scripts he was offered, Hudson turned to television and was a hit, starring in popular mystery series Macmillan the Wife, which is probably number 2 behind Rockford Files for action at the time. His last role was a guest star in the 5th season of Dynasty until an AIDS-related illness made it impossible for him to continue. Although discreet regarding his sexual orientation, it was known by his colleagues that he was gay. Now, he was the first major celebrity to die from AIDS, again, October 2nd, 85, at the age of 59. Now, born Roy Harold Scherer Jr. In Winnetka, Illinois, the only child of Catherine Wood, a homemaker and later telephone operator, and Roy Harold Scherer Sr., an auto mechanic. His father was of German and Swiss descent, while his mother had English and Irish ancestry. He was raised a Roman Catholic. During the Great Depression, Hudson's father lost his job and abandoned his family. Hudson's parents divorced when he was 4, but a few years later, in 32, his mother married Wallace Fitzgerald, a former Marine Corps officer whom young Roy despised. Roy was adopted by Fitzgerald without his consent, and his legal name then became Roy Harold Fitzgerald. The marriage eventually ended in a bitter divorce and produced no children. Now, Hudson attended New York Trier High School in Winnetka, New Trier High School in Winnetka. At some point during his teenage years, he worked as an usher in a movie theater and developed an interest in acting. He tried out for a number of school plays, but failed to win any roles because he could not remember his lines, a problem that had continued to occur through his early acting career. And, of course, the famous story about his line in Fighter Squadron in 1948, a Warner Brothers movie. It allegedly took 38 takes for him to deliver the one line. Now, he graduated from high school in 1943, and the following year enlisted in the United States Navy during World War II. After training at the Great Lakes Naval Training Station, he departed San Francisco aboard the troop transport SS Lew Wallace with orders to report to Aviation Repair and Overall Unit 2, then located on Samar, Philippines, as an aircraft mechanic. In 1946, he returned to San Francisco aboard an aircraft carrier and was discharged the same year. Hudson then moved to LA to live with his biological father, who had remarried, and to pursue an acting career. Initially, he worked at odd jobs, including as a truck driver. He applied to USC's dramatics program, but was rejected due to poor grades. After he sent talent scout Henry Wilson, a noted supporter and promoter of what he called feminine or gay actors, that's another story altogether, Wilson took on him as a client and changed the young actor's name to Rock Hudson. But later in life, Hudson admitted that he hated the name. The name was coined by combining the Rock of Gibraltar and the Hudson River. Hudson later named his independent film production company Gibraltar Productions. Politically, Hudson was conservative Republican as he campaigned and voted for Barry Goldwater in the 1964 U.S. presidential election. So a very complicated path to superstardom. We might do a future podcast talking about Giant and the big impact he had on the heterosexual population before being a gay, a gay role model. Thanks for listening. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.